people ask me why a minivan, I say, why not? Look at that. Look at that. You want to talk about being able to carry stuff? This is the biggest gorilla trailer that you can buy. And it fit in the trunk. We ain't got to say no more. Y'all see what it is. Can't wait to get that way home so I can start moving some stuff around in the yard.
Like a roller coaster.
Yep. Hey, we out. What's going on, y'all? Let me get this stuff out of here. So check this out. I just got me a new cart, a gorilla cart. I don't think this thing will hold water. The reason I don't think so is because it's got screw holes in it. And if it's got screw holes in it, I think the water would leak out of those. It's not though. No water's leaking as of right now. And it ain't around the screw holes either though, really. We gonna find out. Because we about to take some water out into the trails right now. Bumpy roads. Let's see how this works. We ain't gonna fill them all the way up because I don't want them to really spill over and leak. But I wanna see if this thing holds any water. I got more buckets in the trails, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some water in here as well and just see how it does. And the reason why I did that is because all I have had here lately is this right here to move water and things like that around in. And not saying that it's a problem, but having to balance the weight and walk and pull everything at the same time is just not all that great. This thing, it does balance well, but it's always like pulling, wanting to tip like this. You have to gauge it with your arm. So what I did, just went and got me a new gorilla cart. And it's a dump trailer as well. This is the 12 cubic foot Super Duty dump cart. Can do up to 1,600 pounds. Poly bed, extra wide for stability. It has 2-in-1 towable handle and quick release dump. So when they say the 2-in-1 handle, that's this right here. You can take this pin out and then it becomes towable. You can tow it with a trailer or something. So, oh, it comes all the way off. All right, so we got it filled to about the halfway mark. You see the little line over there? That's about the halfway mark right there. And if you can't tell, it's about halfway up these buckets, these little ones anyway. The big one, not so much. But that's more than enough water for what I need to do. I just wanted to see if this thing was gonna leak at all. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And there it is right there. Shows that it is not watertight. It is leaking very fast. So we gotta get it out to the trails. So now you can flip it back down. Whoa, sorry, logo. And it did dump everything on the ground and everything is out. Now, I'm gonna do a tow with this just to see how easy it tows. Ugh. Once again, very easy to move. Very, very easy to move. So we're gonna be able to do this. Oh well, getting a little tougher right here. Don't wanna pull this amount of water uphill, but it's moving through the yard. Look how far we've come already. It's working. All right, so this is the first place I want water. This is just drinking water for the deer, as well as anything else that's over here that wants a drink. So we're gonna put it up here for now. Right there, be good. And that's just some drinking water. Logo, go potty. And now we continue on our way. Oh yeah, this is great. This thing is working. Look at what I'm saying. I got one finger on it. One finger pulling it. Oh, I lost it. And I wasted a lot of water. All right, for areas like this, all I'm gonna do is just scoop some water out of the bottom, and we're just gonna come over. This is a hosta that I got right here, and we just pour the water right on top of the rock. Just like that, and that hosta should have enough water now. There we go. I'll put the bucket back in. This is a hazelnut that I put in, and this bucket of water back here still has water in it, and this is what I do. I do like this with the bucket. And that is how I water my hazelnut. And then I just put this back in like that. If rain was to catch, it would catch rainwater. But if it doesn't catch rainwater, I bring water with me. And all we do is just fill this bucket back up with water. Just a little bit, we don't need a whole lot. And that works perfect. So now there's enough water at this location for when I come back. And we're back on the trails. It is a little bit harder going up hills with it. It's not impossible. We're gonna try and stay off of the hills as much as we can. And it's doing great still. All right, we got a couple hostas right here we're gonna water. Let's go up here. We got a hosta right here. Give it a little water. We had one right there, but we can't see it right now, so we ain't gonna worry about it. We got a hosta right here. Give it some water. And we got one right here. Give it some water. And there we go. All the hostas up here are now watered. Here's one. Oh, Logo's in the drinking water over here. Might as well get her some drinking water over here too. All right, it's another hosta right here. Oh, and that one's doing good. So that one got some water. Let's go up here, find some of these hostas over here. Here's one right here. That one's got some water. And here's one right here. That one just got a little bit. I got that too close to my fire pit, and that's why it's deformed now. Like, this thing worked great. It's just too hard to pull around. This thing makes pulling very much easier already. I've been able to see it. Plus, it has a dump feature. So I use this to transport water, and then all the water sits in the bottom, and it sloshes around. It's hard to carry. I'll be able to do the same thing with this, and then when I get somewhere, I can just dump the water out. Let's go this way. So I have a 40-pound bag of seed, a 35-pound bag of seed, and then all my Ego tools except for the edgers, because I would, you know what the heck? We're putting them in too. All my Ego tools except for the batteries are now in this cart. This is the worst case scenario of what I'll be carrying other than dirt and rocks, which I will be moving rocks around in this pretty soon. All right, so now we're gonna head towards my serviceberry bush, and we're gonna try and water that right quick. Now we gotta water this stuff fast because you saw how fast the water was leaking out. So we wanna get to it fast. Basically what I'm saying is this thing is about to get used for moving water, moving rock, moving dirt, everything. And we're about to see how easy it is to pull. So let's get it. This is a hill, uphill. Kind of want the water gone before you get to this point. Yeah. All right, once again, scoop. I got my serviceberry right here. This bucket is for water, but nothing's in it, and that bucket's too big to fill. But that's my serviceberry, and it's got plenty of water. And I got two hostas right here too. One hosta right here, and it's doing great. And then we got another hosta right here, and it's doing great. All right, in this area, I've got hostas and ferns. So let's scoop a bucket of water. Here's a hosta, just pour it on that rock. Let it fall down around it. There we go. Then we got hosta right here. Hosta right here. And we got hosta right here. That one needs more water. This one. All right, that one is the only one I did not mulch in. So that's good. And then we have a fern and hosta over here. There we go. This is how easy this walk is with it. And there go all my stuff in it. And we about to just go for a little walk through the trail as far as we can. And I'm just gonna keep pulling everything and see how this works. If I can walk and talk like this while pulling it, then that means I'll be able to move a lot of stuff in this thing. Look at that. Oh yeah, now it's getting light. That boy almost empty. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a few more hosta right here. I got a lot of hosta right here. This is my favorite spot. So this is on a hill. Let's see how this thing stops on a hill. Oh, oh, I thought that thing wasn't gonna stop, but it did. All right, let's water these hostas right here. Another sum and substance hosta right there. I don't know what all the hostas are, but I do know what some of them are. There's a hosta under this, and there's a hosta right there. Then we have a hosta over here. Then we have a few hostas down here. We got 3 right here, another sum and substance, and pour that in right there. All right, so now we got a lot in this bucket, and we got 2 hostas right here that have not been watered yet. One right here, one right here. We have one over here. Then we have a few right here. One here, and another sum and substance. The deer are eating those pretty heavy. That's why I did this. So this is pretty much my hosta review for September, if you can't tell. Actually, I would say my backyard trails review. I think I hit everything here. No, I didn't. Here is a fern over here and a hosta. You see it's drying out too. I needed to get here because it was drying. I'm glad I did. All right, so this thing is still going. Still got water in it. Let's stop it right here and see how it stops on this hill. You almost need a wheel chock for this thing because it will roll. I'll stop here for a second. Whoa, hard to slow down though when you got that weight in it. It rolls very well. The wheels stopped on their own. I like this thing so far. It has rolled out here much easier than that wheelbarrow did, and definitely easier than that little wagon did. All right, so we got it again. This is an area where I keep water, but looks like a deer or something already knocked it over. So that's one of the things that I have to worry about. But there's a hosta right here, and the deer are eating them all, but it's okay. They won't be able to keep up eventually when I get enough hosta. Here's a hosta right here, and then I have another hazelnut tree up here that I need to water right here. Hazelnut, and it is dry. That should be good. Maybe one more scoop for that hazelnut. There's another hosta right here that I forgot. We'll keep pulling. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this bucket with us. We'll bring it back out next time we come out. We ain't got enough water to fill that bucket back up. Let's get on the road. All right, just a couple more things to water. Only a little bit of water left. I'm glad I was able to come out and get all this done before I go to work in the morning. The 20. Hey. Sit. Up. Sit. Good girl. This makes things feel so much better. All right, I got a couple more hostas right here, and I'm just gonna walk them from here. I'm not gonna pull this cart all the way everywhere. All right, so we're here. One thing I noticed, if you don't get it on a good hill, it's hard to get the water together because it's starting to get shallow. So what you want to do is lean it so that all the water goes towards the back. You see how shallow it is up front? And then down here, I can come in and scoop up as much water as I can. That wasn't a lot, but I got another hazelnut right here that I need to water. I don't think that was enough, but it's in a low spot, so it should be watered well. Let's give it a little more. All right. All right, here's another hosta right here. That one's watered good. And here's another hosta up here. I got another sum and substance over here. Same thing, just pour it right on top of that rock. And then I got another one over there, but I'm not gonna worry about watering that one today. I got one more sum and substance I'm gonna try and water, and that's it. We'll call it quits for the day. I think this was a good review, and it showed how well this thing works for water. And then I'll do one for rocks. I'll do one for moving wood. I got to get all this wood and stuff to the house. And then when I get Penny back, I'll even show how this thing works when it's hooked up to a piece of equipment, which will be great. There's another one there. That one is from last year, so it's gonna survive. I don't have to do anything to that one. All the ones that you just saw me water today, those were all hostas that I just planted in the month of August, and this is the second day of September. I'm just coming in to water all those plants that I just put in August, and I wanted to do an update on them to show what the backyard trails were looking like for basically the first week of September 2025. And then this is something that I just got yesterday. I did a video on it. It should be out tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and then by the time you see this video, it'll probably already have been out for a day. But this is that cart that I just got. It's a gorilla cart. This is the 12 cubic foot gorilla cart, and I wanted it because I wanted to be able to do things like this. Let's see where I can take this and empty it and get the most use out of it. I have a bunch of hosta over here. So let's just dump the water in this channel and see where it flows. Oh, actually, I got a hosta right here on the top of this hill. I'm gonna try and water it with the rest of the water in this bucket. Let's see how hard this is gonna be. Pushing it back. I'm only using one hand now because I'm recording. So I pushed it back. That's about the right spot, and it's rolling. Let's get these buckets out the way, so when it dumps, I don't dump the bucket. All right, so we got everything. We're gonna push it back to right here, and then we're gonna grab this handle and lift. Uh-oh. I'm not hitting it. Is it hitting it at all? It is, good. All right, there we go. Go, and dump. And there we have it. The gorilla cart. I was able to dump the rest on that hosta. I figured it would flow down. I thought it was more water. But here's another hosta right here as well. So that moisture, if it can make it down to this hosta, it will. I just think this thing is the coolest thing ever. It made it easy to bring all that water out here. I got it all done before I went to work. And now I'll take these buckets back. I meant to leave these buckets out here, but they're empty, so no reason to. I need to take them back to get more water in them. This is how it works, and this is what I'm gonna be using it for. Also, I got all these piles of rocks out here, like that pile of rocks right there, and then it's another pile over there. All those piles of rocks, I wanna also transport those, plus all these piles of twigs and branches and things that I have piled up, things like that right there. I'm also gonna be moving that, but those will be completely different videos than this one. I'm gonna keep doing videos of this cart because I am really enjoying it. Anything that I enjoy, this is how I operate. So, hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Much respect, much love, and we out. All right, y'all, we done. This is what I got and where I got it from. Tractor Supply, that's how much I paid for it. Like I said, it was already pre-assembled. This is what it is, the Gorilla cart. It is a Tough Smart Ultimate Dump Cart. It is a Super Duty cart, and it's 12 cubic feet. It can do up to 1,600 pounds, but I say if you do 1,600 pounds, you're not gonna be able to lift this thing. It was heavy to dump with just the 2 bags of seed. That's about 75 pounds. But this is what it is. Now I will no longer need to use this at all. And one reason why I was happy to get rid of this is because I put it in my shed and the mice got to it. And now I'm scared to leave it in my house because I'm scared mice might be living inside of that fabric. With this one, I won't have to worry about that. It can do everything that this one can do and much easier to pull. This one was way easier. This is hard. I'm not gonna fill this up and pull it because that would just be an unnecessary workout. I wanted to see how this would perform. It did great. I'm gonna be wanting to get up and use this every morning to get my tools out in the woods so I can get work done faster. Moving rocks, moving dirt. I got some things I need to do, and I'm gonna be redoing my landscape up here. So this is gonna help when I can get Penny to move some dirt. I'll be able to tow. You get where I'm going with this. Anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and do this video and kind of end this right here. This is the newest thing that I got, the Gorilla cart. Let's get that Gorilla on there. And y'all saw it pull through the trails. Y'all saw how I used it, what I used it for, how much weight I had in it. I don't see myself making it much heavier than this very often. I'm not gonna say never. That weight right there was easy to tow. Hey, much respect, much love. I'm gonna let y'all go. I want you to grab that yellow lever and it's gonna dump it. Pick it up, dump it. All right, pull it towards you, pull. All right, now let that handle back. Come on, close it down. Yep. All right, he wants to see if he can pull it with me in it. Uh-oh. Ain't that it? Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, yeah. Take your time. Go that logo, move. Ooh, he got it. Matter of fact, let's get them bags and take them back to the backyard. That's how easy that thing is right there. So that was a 35-pound bag and a 40-pound bag, and let's see how he handled that. Ooh, it went right over that. Good. Get to the shed. And he did all that in slides, y'all. He got on slides, not even real shoes. And he was still able to do that much work. Even with the wheels cocked, you can leave it like that. Even with the wheels cocked sideways like that, it does not tip. So this is great. Was it hard? How hard do you think it was?
A 3 out of 10.
A 3 out of 10? He said a 3 out of 10 for difficulty.
The hardest part was putting them in the thing.
He said the hardest part was getting the bags in. And like I said, that's a 40-pound bag and a 30-pound bag, and y'all heard it from him. And that's the end of this video. Hey, much respect, much love. Thank y'all for tuning in yet again. And we out. We're gonna use this for Halloween. Logo, come. Super easy. Much lighter than, he said a bumpy ride though.
Where are we putting the seeds?
We're gonna put them back here on the rocks and stuff.
Like a roller coaster.
Yep. He wants to get dumped. Let's see what happens. Leave your feet in.
I'm still there. No longer.
It works good. I like it.